I paid 120 for all of this. It's hot. Have a look at that. Just look at that munch. Have a look at these. Have a look at that. Check that out. Top it nicely there. Have a look at that. Get some of that in there. Yeah. Hey, what's up everyone, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, as the title suggests, we'll be trying out Pakistani street foods, more specifically egg paratha, munch paratha, and then you got your chana dal, your paratha, plain paratha also, and your Pakistani tea. So before I move on, I just want to share with you guys where I bought this from. So it's a place in Fordsburg Square. A lot of you guys probably know Fordsburg Square. It's a small stall. It's right next to the Pani Puri stall that I reviewed previously. I'll leave a link for that video on top. So it's right next to that. Yeah. So without any further ado, let's get to it. Here is all the food. I paid 120 for all of this. I don't know the prices of the individual items. My brother paid for it. He never bothered asking what was the price. He just took out the money and paid him. But yeah. So we've got your munch paratha. We have a look over here. This is your munch paratha. It's one full. Okay, this is the egg paratha actually. It's one full paratha. They cut it into 4 slices, and then if you see the pack, so it's basically a paratha, and then they'll make your omelette on the pan, and then put this on top of it, and then let it cook a bit. So have a look at that. It's steaming. I bought it like 25 minutes ago, and it's still very hot. Got your green chilies, your onions. I'm sure there's other spices inside like garam masala and obviously salt. And then yeah, just have a look at that. Woo. This is not your lacha paratha, it's just a normal paratha, the one you make your, when you roll your roti, those, just like that. It is missing a bit of egg, but no complaints. Here's another slice with more egg. It's hot. It is hot. Have a look at that. Scrumptious. Okay, so you got 4 slices of this. This is your egg paratha or anda paratha. And then let's move on to the next item. Let me show you guys the next item. This is now we're talking about the keema paratha. This is your munch paratha. Have a look at that. Again, they chop it up into 4 pieces. You can see 1, and these ones are cut into extra slices. So that's your 1, 2, 3, 4, and obviously goes that way also. And this is the one where the munch is actually inside the paratha. This is also very hot, but have a look at that. Here's a thin shoe. Just look at that munch. I don't know what munch this is. It's probably beef, because it's not a very expensive place to buy from. It's nice. It's like very ground, very mushy. Got all the spices inside. It is quite thick. If you look at the thickness over here. And yeah, these were your 2 parathas that you get. And with the parathas you get your munch chutney and your raita or yogurt. So these come with the parathas. And then after that, I've got another item. I bought 2 plain parathas. So it's basically the same thing, but with no filling or with nothing on it. If you look over there, it's your normal. I bought 2 of these. One is for this item over here, and one is for the tea. I'll have it with the tea. Yeah, have a look at these. This is your plain paratha. It's quite dense, quite thick, not too oily, and not your traditional paratha. I don't know, because I know the one that my mom makes. She makes the ones where you roll it into a long strip, roll it up again, and then you make it round, and then when you actually fry it or cook it, it becomes very stringy. So that's the one that I like, but obviously can't complain. This is what you get. It's quite a decent size. Let's put this aside. And then finally you got your chana dal. Ooh, the whole garam masala was all on top over here. It all fell down there. This is your chana dal. Have a look at that. Let me get a tablespoon and show you guys inside. This is all the garam masala clumped up into one area. But yo, that looks good. That looks too good. Check that out. Yeah. Okay. Without any, without any more weird sounds, let's get to the taste tests. Let me first pour the raita and the chutneys into a bowl. Yeah, that. It's quite thick, this chutney. This is your mint chutney. Let me move that so you guys can see properly. Here is your mint chutney. And then I'll just pour the raita in another bowl. Here's our raita. It's making no sound, but I'm sure the mic will pick it up. There's like a clump at the end. I don't want to press too hard, just now it explodes on me. There's that. Ay. Okay, didn't mess the camera. And here is your raita. Have a look at that. Okay, let's go move on to the taste. I'm gonna come to this chana dal at the end. I'm gonna first taste the man's paratha. Actually, the egg paratha. Let me put this one side as well. My chutneys can go a bit back. Here we go. Let's go. Let's take a piece of the egg paratha. Without this chutney first. Perfect. It's got that spiciness to it, chilies, enough salt, packed with flavor. Let's take a bite with the green chili. Let's take one bite from there. Good stuff. Now let's try the raita first, and then we're gonna try another bite with the mint chutney. Have a look at that. The raita is lacking a bit of salt. Other than that, it's fine. Not the best raitas I've had, but we move on. Let's try with the mint chutney now. Get a good amount of mint chutney inside there. If I'm being completely honest, I prefer this egg paratha without any of these two chutneys. It tastes great just on its own. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that. Let's move on to the mint paratha, which is over here. Let's take the corner piece first, because I don't want to get too much mince in my thing. Look at the cross section over there. Check that out. Let me first try without any chutney. See, generally I'm not a fan of Pakistani places that sell mince. It got a very gamey flavor to it. But this you don't get any of that type of You know that farm smell? And this mince got a slight sweet taste to it. And it's very soft. It's not like, you know, those grainy thick mince. It's like it's been ground well. Back to flavor also. This is one of the better mince parathas out there. Let's try now with the sauce, with the chutneys. Let me take a piece of some mince paratha and raita. Dip it in the sauce. Yeah, so this goes really well with the raita. It adds more flavor to it. Adds more dimensions, if I may. Let's take another piece, and this time around with the mince chutney. Get some good amount of mince chutney inside there. Have a look at that. So, not bad, not good either. The mince chutney, I think it's flopping today. It didn't go well with the egg paratha, and then even with this keema paratha, it didn't go well. It's not adding any much flavor to it. It's making it a bit sour, and that's about it. So I'm not a fan of this mince chutney. I'll stay away from it for now. Put this one side. Let's hammer one more piece. Let's get some raita on that. Dip it nicely there. Have a look at that. I'm a fan, big fan. Before I get full or overdo it, let's have one more egg piece and then move on to the chana dal. Your anda paratha. Drop the piece of egg. Check that out. Like I said, the egg I'm not gonna pair it with any of the chutneys. It's nice on its own. Let me give it raita another chance. Maybe the mince sauce put it off for me, and I just put both of them into one. I'll generalize them. There's a raita. Have a look at that. Whew. If the egg flavor gets a bit too much, then you can neutralize it with the raita. Other than that, 10 out of 10. Mince paratha, 10 out of 10. Maybe just a little, put a little only. Good stuff. I'm already getting full, and I didn't even have breakfast, and it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon now. So it's easy to say, if you just order one of this mince paratha, that's a meal on its own. You don't need anything else. Obviously get the raita with it, or for breakfast just go for one egg paratha and it's gonna fill you up. I'm getting full right now, but let's move on to the chana dal. Put this one side. Yeah boy. Let me try some without the paratha. Have a look at that. I need some more chana inside, right? Yeah, boy. Ooh. Delicious. It tastes a lot of that garam masala. Let's go for a piece of this paratha. check that. Let's get some of that in there. Yeah. I'm gonna mess my table. Lovely. Got a very different flavor to the normal dals you make at home or the ones that you buy from the, you know, those Bangladeshi restaurants. This one got a lot of garam masala flavor to it, and I'm loving it. Yeah. There's a lot of dal, eh? It's a full container. I'd say it's about maybe 300 grams. And then 120 for all of what I've showed you till now. 2 parathas as dal, 2 of the 1 egg paratha, 1 man's paratha, and this Pakistani tea. Now let's move on to the Pakistani tea. I would have eaten more of that, but like I said, I'm reaching my limit right now. Have a look at the Pakistani tea. It's gone a bit cool. Let me take a sip of that. You don't see steams, but it's still hot. It's a perfect temperature. I don't like my tea that's steamy hot because it burns my tongue. And it's not even warm either. Like it's hot, but not that hot. No, this is good. Let's try with the paratha now. Tap it in there, boy. Get it in there. You guys are probably getting annoyed from that sound. That's how Desi people drink the tea. I ordered too much food. Actually, even just a tea and 1 paratha is good enough for breakfast if you're in a rush. And that's about it. I do want to try more items from that same place. They've got your Shami rolls, they've got your Karachi burgers, and there's quite a few other items as well. They've got beef nihari. Must try that. That's just at one stall. And Fordsburg Square got plenty of these food stalls. Obviously, try at your own risk. You might get food poisoning. But this stall was fairly decent, hygienically speaking. The pani puri place was, top notch. And there are a few other stalls where you'd question yourself, like, should I go in there or not? But yeah, no, if you're a foodie, take the risk. Get food poisoning one time, and then your system becomes used to it, and then yeah, you're good to go. And that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.